Greetings and salutations! Welcome to the new and improved conversational podcast. Whether you're joining us for the first time or you're a returning listener, we're thrilled to have you on board for another exciting adventure. Anime Lady Podcast is evolving into Weebs Lounge. Yes, you heard it here. Welcome to the episode 200, a show where we talk about anime, manga, gaming, movies, and anything involving the weeb culture through honest conversation, debate, or like what jokesters say, the chaotic energy. Now share this episode, bring your friends, and let's make this episode unforgettable, all powered by AniMa W3 Studio. Catch every new episode every week on YouTube or your audio feed wherever you listen to, or with all the time codes in the description. What's up, everyone? It's your boy Love and Peace Legend Vash, and I'm not here alone to give you the foretelling of the chillin', of the benching, of the weebsters. We are here to tell you the show of episode 200 of the Weebs Lounge. Yes, you guys heard it here. What happened? Anime Lady has evolved. How we dropped the name? Where did it go? But don't worry, we'll give you the explanation very momentarily. But stay tuned, because I'm not here alone. I'm here with my world champion of the world, of the galaxy, of the cosmos.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and ignorant children of the Isles, what is up and what is good? It is your reigning, defending, undisputed, universal, 24/7, 7-Eleven, I-95, open 24/7, like I just said. It's your world champion Whawkins here, and that's right. Bit of a change, bit of a new thing coming from you to you. From episode 200 and beyond. That's right, Weebs Lounge is here, and of course, as always, I'm gonna be your guide through what we have on tap tonight, this week. First and foremost, we got GTA and Tonic, which will be available eventually on tap. I don't know, back to us later. We'll have something like that. We have Ghost of Soju on the table, and of course a Gizmo Pale Ale. Just make sure you don't drink that after midnight. But glad to be here, glad to start off a new evolution of everything. So Vash, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. I appreciate for asking. For those that have been tuning into our show for the past 200 episodes, we appreciate you being with us, sticking with us in our phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 of the shows. But now we are in officially launch of the relaunch of the show, because hey, we've been talking about Weebs Lounge for the past year within the show. So maybe have we been slowly teasing the build up for the transition to the name? Who knows? But I've been great, brainstorming a lot, doing a lot of short form content like you guys been watching, or on our social media platform on IG and TikTok and YouTube Shorts. We don't post any on Twitter because we just be forgetting Twitter, existing is out there. We just post tweets and promos as well, be out there. But I've been good. Holiday season is picking up. Wife asking plans for Christmas, plans for Thanksgiving, what we're cooking, what stuff, and I'm like, I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to hear. I'm like, yo, it's too early. Like, hey, Thanksgiving I think is on November 26th or something, and we're discussing this on November 8th and 9th, and I'm like, we're still like 20 days away. Can we just ask like a November 20th? Then I'll be like, all right, cool. Now it's time to think. Yeah. 6 days away. Let's go. Let's lock in.
Yeah. No, yeah, make sure you get stuff at least a week before, because you don't want to be going anywhere near those stores the week of Thanksgiving, like
the day of, or the day before, in the fucking line and waiting where 20 people are ahead of you and just smiling. You'd be like, you know what? Good thing I have a non-sponsored game here, or thank God I have a on the phone gameplay. Nintendo Switch 2 that I could have on the line while my wife shop around.
Yeah, you could always get that and everything. But yeah, so I mean, we do have something new here, Vash, like something hip, something modern, something that's like getting the crowd going a little bit. And you may be wondering to yourselves, dear viewers, dear listeners, dear everybody out there, these guys had a podcast of a different name, of a different variety, of a different era and all that. So why the change? Why the change with everything? Because again, we mentioned evolution and all that stuff. So, I mean, I guess we should probably answer the question of why this change.
So for those that are asking, like, yo, what happened to anime lately? You guys rebranded to AniMa W3 Studio. There's no more anime lately. Now you guys went from Anime Lately podcast to now Weebs Lounge. So to quick refresher to those that AniMa W3 Studio stands for animation, manga, that's for the anima, and the week with a 3 is an acronym that stands for 3 things. It stands 1 for wrestling. That's what the branch of Weebs of the Ring existed. That's why myself, Whawkins, dropped this box. We make content for involving pro wrestling. Go check out Weebs of the Ring or Grappling with the Week. However, there's a more with it. There's a 3. So that means there's a second thing. That is everything involving entertainment. That meaning animation, not just from Japan. There's also movies. There's K-pop Demon Hunters. There's stuff coming out in the West Coast of the United States of America and other countries that also has their own content media that we like to talk about. There's TVs. There's shows that I've been wanting to watch that are British TV that I just haven't gotten the chance to, probably one day I'll be talking about Peaky Blinders, because I do, chat. I actually do want to watch and talk about Peaky Blinders one day, because I have seen many clips. But there's also the last one, Weebs. We are a content creators that have been growing up with the words of nerds or weebs. That's something that's been around us for many years, that throughout high school, throughout college, or anything after. And I've always wanted to bring the positive side of weebs, or like my wife has started calling us, the positive side of weebsters. And that's what is the point of the show. I want the Weebs Lounge, that has always been Anime Lately podcast, to be the flagship show of the nickname that we are, Weebsters, to be Weebs Lounge. That has always been the show, the goal of the product, to be a conversational show. And like Intel's, Weebs could be Intel for anything. Doesn't have to be anything anime related. But if you're a culture of books, a culture of a fandom of webtoons as well, a fandom for manga, we will do a highlight of anything of those conversations. And the lounge is because, hey, if you are older than 18, older than 21, you know that sometimes you just want to go to a lounge, a book club, a library, a bar, just to get some time away, chill, relax, maybe sometimes a bit of binge chilling. So I feel like that's a good opportunity for the name Weebs Lounge, where anybody is welcome to the community to talk about, where you could jump in if you're not watching the seasonal anime for Off the Binge. If you're not watching or reading the weekly manga of Shonen Jump Plus, you don't need to check out Shonen Ronin all the time. You could just chill out here at the gym and talk and hear us have a conversation during the Weebs Lounge, where you hear the next segment. I'm excited about, because me and Whawkins took some bit of brainstorming to come up with that name, and I'm excited for the replacement for the Weebs Lounge name, but still have the same hit for it, or the same, Long Island iced tea. Some people will know, right, Whawkins?
Yeah, and I think that's the important thing to kind of hit on too. Like, not much is really going to be changing about the show, except for, we did add a couple new segments here and some new names for some segments and all that. But like, it's still going to be roughly how Anime Lately was. It's just much like a Greymon digivolves into a metal Greymon. It's still Greymon. He just has missiles and lasers now and a retractable claw. So, stay tuned for our retractable claw coming to a theater near you.
You know what's funny? I've been seeing the whole timeline of my TikTok now is all Digimon stuff. Literally, it's because they know I'm a Digimon fan.
Good.
And I think I posted it, my Digimon of New York Comic Con. It literally has been like questions about Digimon. The one season 4, quick side tangent chat, is that one season 4 where instead of Agumon being the fighter of the MC, is the MC being the one that's giving the hands. It's a boy Marcus. This man is giving the hands. Or I think that's season 5 of Digimon. But it's the season where Marcus is the one that's literally punching the other Digimons, not Agumon. Agumon goes in when he has to fight Greymons or the other types. But it's just the most hilarious. It's just my whole timeline is just fueled with that, and it's just, I love it. I don't complain. I love Marcus. He's me. Like, hey, instead of being Ty or instead of being the other MCs in those 3 seasons, you're gonna evolve with your Digimon, or you be the one where you're giving the hands to Digimon and you get the data and be like, you know what? Let me help you evolve. I'm done fighting.
Yeah.
I love those. But it's an evolution. And I just wanted to quickly take also a moment to reflect as well, like our past episodes. Because one, in the past 200 episodes, a big shout out to our friends My Chick Waifu, because we were in the same time starting, where I think they're on episode 300, because we took a 2-year break with Anime Lately, so they're in episode already 300, or they're about to reach or past it. I don't remember the number on top of my head, but I want to give a shout out to them because they started their game show or their gaming podcast, so they have done a lot in their evolution, their time, and their phases. So congrats to them. We're now in episode 200 of the evolution of Weebs Lounge, and I just love how in the past couple of years of 200 episodes, we have had Ryan Colt Levy, the voice actor of Denji, and other roles like episode 198 and many hundred episodes ago before that. We had him during the pandemic, and to have him 2 times within the 200 episode was such a great pleasure. We had a few other content creators. We have Roger Bass 3 times, I believe, or 2 times during the phase of Anime Lady. So I can't wait to have him back for Weebs Lounge to talk about anything that doesn't become anime related, because I know he's already in Japan as well with Team Japan. So hopefully to hear him and talk about his adventure one day when we get him. It might not be the next 8 weeks in the last quarter of 2025, but definitely stay tuned for 2026 to have Roger back once again for sure.
Maybe I mean, I know you said not one anime related, but maybe when live action One Piece comes out,
that'd be a good time to have him. Yes,
or
since
he does
talking about season 1. Like, because we never got the chance to talk about season 1. Haven't watched it either.
Oh, so that's right.
That'd be a way to talk about season 1 during the time. So we could have him talk about it with him and the story, because he did visit the set at the time, so we can have a crash course, hear him talk about it, and also by then I could watch your wifey, probably do some reactions with her, since we have up to 1 already. So maybe I could try to convince her, be like, "Yo, wanna react to live action?" But those are some exciting ideas that we're coming up with. So Roger, next year, One Piece live action, probably season 1 conversation. Let's put it on the books.
And I mean, again, things just evolve, they change with time, and you guys have been doing this show for a while. Again, you had the hiatus and all that, but like to have 200 episodes of a show is something to be proud of as well. I mean, I know Weebs the Ring actually hit our 200th episode like a week ago or something. And I mean, that's, even though that's a little younger,
little loopholes there with being a weekly show, 2 or 3 episodes a week with Raw and SmackDown and the PLE, so little loopholes there, but still it got it done within 2 years. We on our hand, we got relaunched around episode 140 with the new team. I also want to give credit to the old team. A big shout out to for anybody that remembers Sam, the manga man, me and him. A big shout out to him, Ray Apollo, King of Games, and JB Exclusive, who started the show with us, who started the team with us. So a big shout out to you guys. You guys were in the original OG team. So a big shout out to you guys who are still with us in spirits with the continuation of the show and the products that we have done with Weebs Lounge, that we have the new show, After Binge, our seasonal podcast of seasonal anime, and Shonen Ronin launching. I forgot to tell you, Chad, there's an update for that. It's launching on January 14 on a weekly. So January 14 will be launching on a weekly basis. However, in December to January, before the show launches, you will get 3 or 2 one-shots. So stay tuned for that. I'm not going to reveal them yet because we still have to, knock down the time scheduling. But we have 2 one-shots or 3 coming out for that for Shonen Ronin before we launch on a weekly basis. So stay tuned for that. Can't wait for you guys to hear those. And other than that, it's exciting to get into the new era of Weebs Lounge. Like Whawkins said, we don't have much changing. We have a couple of things, new names. We have a new segment that we're also showing at the end that used to be called Animation Spotlight, but then they got revised to something better, maybe something newer, maybe something more recommending, could be. But Whawkins, any last thoughts or any highlight moment for you in the past good 60 episodes that you've been part of with Anime Lately? Any highlight that you want to give? Any shocking moment of jokes are saying that he don't like, Robert Pattinson as Batman, or Crash with his gooning of his hot takes? Anything that you want to, give a quick shout out to?
Fun fact, you actually stole the question I was going to ask you too, as well, with like your favorite moment from 200 episodes. But See, I mean, the easy answer for me is just being able to interview Ryan. I thought that was a really big highlight. But I guess there are two other ones. I think this was on an episode of the podcast. It was the episode. I think we had Gremlin on one time. And it was when I started going off about how Goku was a bad dad. And I'm just like, oh my God, you guys are stupid. Like, I just started going off on that.
It was that, and also I
forgot
believe
what episode that was.
It was, I believe, like the Valentine's or somewhere around that theme. And also it was the Mushoku Tensa, where I believe I texted him on the side, and he joined our Anime Lady podcast recording, and he said, hold up, I heard something about Mushoku. We need to talk about Jobless. Hold up. Yeah. What, you're reading the light novel? I remember that too.
Yeah. It was that. And then the other thing I remember, this was like way back, like during the COVID times. I forgot what celebration you guys were doing, but you had like a bunch of people on playing Among Us. And I was like part of that group that was in there too, because you guys were just like, oh, who wants to join us? I was just like
inviting all the friends and the friends and content creators.
Yeah, I'd have to go back to see what episode that was, because that was a fun time. When Among Us was a thing, which it's still kind of a thing. It's still going. Yeah,
still is. Like, I do recommend it. I will tell you, chat, we will be implementing more games or more community nights in the future, so don't worry. That's something that works. That's the reason why we're updating everything, because I will say stay tuned by January 3rd. A lot of things are going to be shown. Graphics, name, website, stuff is happening, gaming. And also, if you guys want to support us more, help us, as always, donations, everything helps, because hey, Whawkins could get a new PC. Our living situations could change. Nice. Then maybe we can make more reactionary content, more gaming content, where me and Whawkins are doing more gaming. Who knows, chat? Stay tuned for that. But to answer your question, or my question, vice versa, whoever questioned, or maybe audience is asking, what's Vash favorite moment? Because he's been with 200 episodes of Anime Nini himself. He's been part of the beginning. I would say, like, the debates are always fun. I don't have a favorite moment. It's just always the fun debates, when it was Jokester, or when it was, like, for example, like Invincible season 3. I miss my wife. Like, that's just funny gag when it was myself, Rome, Whawkins, and Jokester just saying about that, like, yo, this man deadass just missed his ex-wife in space in jail. Like, he's just deadass just reminiscing of either the pussy or he's reminiscing of the actual person. One or the other, because last season he said, hey, I treated her like a dog. And I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. You're confusing us, sir. Which one is it?
Dude, did I tell you that I had message? Because remember what we did for like promotion for that, where we all like posted on Twitter, I think I miss my wife. Did I tell you I got like multiple messages from people being like, dude, are you okay? Because
yes, I remember. Like very
early. It was still very early in my divorce, and people were just like,
out of context,
are you okay, dude? And I'm just like, just stay tuned for Wednesday. You'll understand.
I remember
that. Oh, no.
I remember you telling me that. I believe that was during the show where you told us too, or be like a week during the show after. Yeah. But that is a good memory about that. Like, those moments, it's just what, like, hey, I'm just doing promotion for the podcast I'm part of, but just ignore me. I'm not talking about my life. I'm talking about another crazy man that she shouldn't be saying that, but he is. Yeah. And he's bugging, but hey, pun intended, because he was bugging with a different bug.
Yeah. Oh, he was bugging. All right.
He was bugging out. Crazy.
Oh my god. I just got a crazy thought. So you know how like those bug people, they kind of age faster. Like time kind of goes faster for them. I'm just gonna leave it there, since they had a kid and all that. I wonder how it was for her, since time kind of moves quicker for them.
Trust me, there's so many questions in my head. I'm like, do they have a sweet 15? Do they have a sweet 15 seconds? Do they hey, do they still consider a 7 second in heaven, or do they have a 7 minute or 7 hour in heaven? Because for them, time is different. So hey, it's all perspective. We all have questions.
Yes. So yeah, that's like the main question that just came into my mind. But we're not gonna derail. We're not
There's-
any gooners around here. At least not right now.
Yeah, it's not the time for the hour for that. That's for Off the Bench. If you guys want to see how to flop for this fall season of what happened yesterday. So guys, go check that for episode 54. But to give you my last reflection, is just going through Comic-Con this year with my new friend Wale, also known as Jehovah's Witness, being with Roger last year at NYC, just experiencing all that, just having anime lately at the time pushed me to where I am now, and then going to the new phase of where we're going to, where Weebs Lounge, where we could invite guests. Hey, you don't have to be watching anime. If we have, for example, a wrestler that wants to come in and not talk about only wrestling content, they could also come on this podcast. Like, hey, you're a big fan of anime? Let's talk about anime. Or if you're a big fan of gaming content, let's talk about it. Let's be on the show and have a full discussion of what is it that you want to conversate with us. And I feel like that's a great pleasure. It was simply like having Ryan again or any other guests we can have in the future, because I would love to interview Sean Schimmel, Chris Sabat, all these people in the future at the con or in a video format as well. Anything is possible, because that is the future of what I would like to predict, or like the Oracle have the vision for.
Yeah, so Ricochet, if you want to come on here and talk about how great MHA is, hey, you have until the end of the year, buddy, before that becomes irrelevant.
Or maybe Jump Festa might be doing more announcement with the way they're teasing with the with the series.
Might be a new movie, but I don't know. Yeah, that's all I got. Unless you got any more things to reminisce about, because I think the people understand now why we're changing and why we're celebrating 200 episodes of a podcast.
Yes. Yeah. Well, so fandom. People that have watched anime for 200 years. Let us know. I said 200 years. That's crazy. 200 episodes. Let us know. What have you enjoyed? What have you been entertained by us within the podcast? What do you like to see return? Any guests, any member do a special one shot? Would you like to see us having Prince Allah Abe join us back on an episode? Would you like to see JB exclusive? Would you like to see also Kendall Grant? Would you like to see our good friend from Shonen Ronin, who's been a guest multiple times, Aniki Smash? Would you like also to see him return for Shonen Ronin back in January? Let us know down in the comment section down below. Who do you like to see us return with? However, we're talking about podcasts. We're talking about Weebs Lounge. So what is the question? What have we been, the new show? What's the name of it? So chat. It took us a couple tries. I believe it took us like 3 tries or 2 tries for the new name. Otaku Parlor is the name, the rename, the rebrand, the rechange for Weebs Lounge, because it's the discussion for the latest media we've been consuming. It's time for a weekly check-in with the latest anime, manga, media that we've been enjoying lately, that we've been consuming. Pour a virtual cup or drink at the bar of your choice, or settle in with a tea or coffee. It's okay. Or Long Island iced tea. It's okay. Whatever is your choice for tonight, for this evening, for this morning. Pour the virtual cup on the side of the journey of the media that we've been keeping us entertained. So let's talk about it, Whawkins. What have you been consuming on this latest media over the past week of November 2nd to November 9th? Talk to us.
So I've been doing my own rewatch of Stranger Things.
Yes, you have.
Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Oh my gosh, sinuses just kicked in right there. So yeah, I've been doing that because, I've been, catching it here and there with you guys watching it on our Discord and everything. But, I kind of wanted to do my own rewatch anyways. I was already planning on it when November started. So I've already gone through seasons 1 and 2 this week. So, thank you, of course, to my lovely commute to work, being long as it is. So,
and also a big shout out to assistance driving.
Yes. Thank you, Lane Keep Assist and Adaptive Cruise Control. Hondas are the key there. But yeah, so, finished seasons 1 and 2 just as good as I remember them. Lucas is still super annoying, as we were talking about before the podcast and all that. Hopper's still my goat. Steve's still my goat.
Stay
Dustin's
tuned, chat,
still my goat.
for episode 201. Next week episode,
Yes.
we will be having a Stranger Things full episode. So if you guys want to hear our conversation, hype for season 5, tells your theories down below. below for episode 201. If not, join the Discord community where down below for the link, and you can let us know your questions that you guys want us to answer as well prior, so we can have it ready to answer during the show on episode 201 recording. So let us know, chat, because we'd love to talk about it, because I've been enjoying.
Yeah.
I'm on season 4, episode 3 officially currently by this recording. And still fuck Lucas during episode 3 as well.
Yep. So yeah, stay tuned next week for our big Stranger Things talk and all that. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get through season 3 this week, because season 3 kind of starts when episodes start getting longer.
Yeah.
And I already know season 4. I already know those lengths. Looking at you, final episode of season 4 with your damn movie time of 2 hours and 20 minutes.
What? That's exactly 2 hours and 20 minutes? Damn.
It's like 2 hours. I think it's officially like 2 hours, 22 minutes.
So for episode 9, I need to make popcorn, is what you're telling me. Understood.
Yeah. Yeah. See, me and Drop told you guys, like, season 4, those episodes are long.
Can't wait for Thanksgiving, chat, because stay tuned for that one as well. Our volume 1 coverage, because that's going to be a 3-episode binge of 6 hours. Woo!
Oh, God. That whole weekend's going to be... Oh, my God. I'm going to destroy myself, because like we'll have that part, like part 1 of season 5. We'll have you and me will have freaking war games that weekend.
That's Saturday.
Thanksgiving is in between all of that. If we decide to go out on Black Friday, which why would you?
Yeah, I don't do that. Also the meme of the wallet.
The wallet's gonna be destroyed. But yeah, so stay tuned for all of our coverage with that. So yeah, been enjoying seasons 1 and 2. They've always been really good or really high on my list for things, but I'll save more talk for that later. I'm gonna jump to my anime and manga, because I started a new manga this week. I started a series called Galaxias. And I'm going to read a quick synopsis of this. So it's been 10 years. Never mind. I'm not going to read the synopsis right now, because my page just like disappeared from me and everything. But basically what it is actually, no, I'm going to scroll up. I'm going to keep scrolling up now. We're going to do this live, chat. We're going to do this live.
Oh, it's a 2024 manga, and it was serialized by a one-shot about Kachu. I have it right here. It's been 10 years since the assassination of the Dragon King, the land's most powerful ruler, off the corner of the kingdom where Teo the dragon folk dwell. Geo, a human girl, yearns for adventure and escape from the rural life. If you want to continue on from there, you can.
Yes. However, when she meets the mysterious amnesiac young man Nirad, which she actually had to name him, fun fact, Geo's life turns upside down. With courage and curiosity knocking on the door, the two of them find the ultimate adventure waiting for them. A traditional battle fantasy from a rookie artist begins. And yeah, so it's like 30 chapters in. It's a bi-weekly, so every other week you'll get a new chapter. I've only read 2 chapters so far, but it's really good. Chapter 1 was really good. Chapter 2, it was kind of one of those like filler-ish chapters, which like kind of added some world building and some good character moments too. So like we're getting to see the dynamic between the 2 main characters and all that. So that's fine with chapter 2 and all that. But so far it's good. It's really cool. You're following like these. Oh yeah. Oh, what was that?
No. I was just saying that it looks nice for the cover art alone. From what I'm saying in the banner on AniList, like it looks nice enough from there. You got me interested from the bio alone. I just added it to my plan to read.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Highly recommend. Again, it's only 30 chapters, so it's not too deep into anything, but I have been given the recommendation and the good old blue stamp from some friends of mine and all that. So yeah, so far so good. So I might try to catch up to it quicker, because again, it's only 30 chapters, and if it's on a bi-weekly schedule, I can kind of gauge how long those chapters are anyways. So it should be an easier catch up than most things I'm trying to catch up to this year.
Which makes sense, because if you're saying it's bi-weekly, I thought I would have had a good 50 to 60 chapters since I saw that it started on July 17, 2024. So I thought would have had at least 50, but since bi-weekly, it makes sense that half of that.
Well, I think there was some sort of scheduling issue with it. I'd have to go back to see what it was, because like I think it was weekly for a point, and then it went on a break, and then it went to bi-weekly. Again, don't fully quote me on that, because I don't remember what actually happened though. But yeah, it changed to this bi-weekly schedule. So yeah, it's sitting at a good healthy 30 chapters right now. So yeah, working on catching up with that. But now that I have some time to catch up on manga, I wonder why I have some time to catch up on manga. As of time of recording, literally like 4 hours ago, as I'm looking at my clock right now, I finally beat Ghost of Yotei. I know it's been about a month since it's been out. Everybody else sped run through it. I get it. You got to beat the game before you get spoiled on the story. Luckily, I wasn't spoiled on the story. And man, it's really good. Like I get the criticism of like, oh, the story is predictable, blah blah blah. It's like, I get that, because revenge stories, they can usually go certain routes. You can kind of tell where they go and all that. Fine. It's okay to be predictable. Just do something good with it. For me, it's all about the journey. And for me, the journey with Yotei was really good. I felt invested. I got to this final fight, and I won't do any spoilers or anything, but I got to it, and like the soundtrack alone just kind of like got me into it. Just seeing that guy who was like the leader of the people who killed your family, like you're finally able to confront him one-on-one. Just you could feel it in your bones. And it's one of those games where like when you're that invested in it, you really feel it. Like you could feel just the same emotions that the character's going through. Like you've been on this long journey, you've gone through like these different like homesteads or camps, like killing killing his troops and all that, and like getting stronger, learning these different weapon techniques and all that. You spent all this time just preparing for this moment, and it does do the thing where it's like, okay, let's use some of the techniques that you learn through the game, with your different weapons and all that. Let's keep that up, let's do what we can and everything. So it does do that route with a game, which I always like when a game does that. Like, yeah, test me on my knowledge of the gameplay, or like my knowledge of the combat, really, when it comes to Yotei. But I will say this: it didn't blow me away like Tsushima did. I do have my critiques for the game itself. Like, again, it's a really good game. It's just I lean towards like that predictable thing where it's just like, yes, it was good. And, I did say my thing about, the journey and all that, but like there were certain story beats where I'm just like, okay, I get it. Cool, neat. Like this is good. It's just, it could have been better maybe in certain instances, but it really didn't take away from the actual game from me. The gameplay, again, was really good. Definitely a big step up from Tsushima, especially when it comes to like, instead of doing different sword stances, you're using different weapons, which actually, again, when you get to the final boss, it actually meant something because he uses different weapons. So it's like, okay, now you got to play this game of rock, paper, scissors to kind of counter him and all that. And like, you got to be on your timing when it comes to like parrying and dodging and all that. Yeah, like I didn't play on a super hard difficulty. Granted, you, like I said before in the past, you can change, like alter the difficulty. Like, oh, the opponents are more fierce, but they do less damage. Like you could change it like that a little bit.
Oh my god, I love that in gameplay because at times I know I'm good at games. I just at times I don't want to fucking sit there and try to solve the most type of. I don't want to solve the Da Vinci Code at times. I don't want to.
Yeah.
But if I need to, I'm there. But I wish I could fix that in gameplay where they actually say, hey, you could have your opponents hit stronger but be less fierce. Or you could sneak in more, but you have to kill everyone or something like that. Some games don't have all those attributes. Like, for example, Ratchet and Clank, not games for to be hard, but are for some games that are meant for more kids or more easier or more chill. But sometimes I would like Ratchet and Clank to be a bit hard, so I don't have to feel like I'm just speedballing through the game. So I like just hearing that just made me want to just play the game and experience those type of extra nuance that you don't get in extra type of settings in other games, because that just sounds amazing.
Yeah. And I mean, again, like the game is really good, you know. The soundtrack alone sold me. I mean, again, like just the soundtrack during that final fight, immaculate. And you know, they use Atsu's theme throughout the whole game in different pieces here and there, or like different variations of it. Same with like the Yotei 6 theme, like it's sprinkled throughout the game. And I also love when games do that, or any piece of media do that, where it's just like, okay, let's put their theme here and there and all that.
Which version did you do? Because I know you said that you sometimes switch off from the one that they did from the Samurai Champloo one, or the other one that you did. Like I also know they also had the version of the Samurai 7, I believe, also the black and white as well.
Yeah, so that's different things. So it's just like, so you have the normal soundtrack, and then you had like the lo-fi version, which was the Samurai Champloo person. Yeah. I mainly played on the regular version because for me, like, because when I play a video game, I like to be immersed in it and feel myself in the world and all that. So like where the lo-fi music was, like, it was really good, and it would change depending on the situation. So like if you were in one area, it would change. If like a battle started, the battle music would change and all that. So thank you for that, at least. But it did kind of take me out of the immersion of the game, just because it was just chill, you know. It was just good chill music, and I'm just like, I'm sitting here playing a game that I've never played before, kind of breaking my immersion right here. Like if it was like a Pokemon game, for example, I wouldn't have minded it, because I'm just like, okay, this is Pokemon. I don't really have to
lock in like that. Yeah.
yeah. But like, yeah, with a game like Ghost of Yotei, I want to be immersed in the game. And for me, that kind of took a way out of it. Now, when I do eventually replay the game, which, yeah, one day I do plan on it, or like right now, I am going to go for the Platinum Trophy. I have like 85% right now. Ooh, I don't know how I'm missing things. Yeah. It's not going to take too long to get the rest of that. I'll probably put on the lo-fi mode there, and I might have some different words for that then.
I wish you did play Assassin's Creed Shadow, because I was going to ask you, my last question was to like, which one would you prefer, Assassin's Creed Shadow or Ghost of Yotei, since they're very similar in their goal with their mission, you know, revenge story, taking out the clan or the creed of the people that hurt you or your family crest, and then you got to take out said people. But one is made by Assassin's Creed, and they have had a history of some games being good or bad, but it depends on the player and depends on the lore and how it's done. But then Ghost of Yotei, I've mostly heard good things. The only bad thing is like, oh, it doesn't live up to the hype of Ghost of Tsushima. I'm like, okay, that's technically a bad take. That's just saying, it does not live up from the sequel to the original. That's nothing bad. You can't always compete to that.
I'll still say it is a really good sequel to Tsushima. So, you know, that's the thing. Like, I feel bad with the critiques because it sounds like it's a worse game than it actually is. It's just, I mainly compare it to Tsushima, and also like what's probably going to win Game of the Year, Expedition 33. And really for me, because like it's a toss-up between Yotei and Expedition 33 for Game of the Year. I'll go ahead and say that out right now. I think my personal one might be Yotei, just because I have more investment with it. But I do know that I do recognize that Expedition 33 is an immaculate game. So that one winning Game of the Year with the official awards, go on and have that. It's fine. It's okay. But like, I think the main thing that really splits the two apart for me is the story beats. Where like Ghost of Yotei, it was a solid story. You know, it did have some twists and turns in it, and it was really good. But then you had Expedition 33, which again, solid story, solid writing, but the twists and turns in that one, had you surprised, had you shook in certain aspects, and kind of changed the story and the characters just overall in the game. So it's just like, okay, kind of lean towards Expedition 33 mainly because of that. And yeah, I mean, overall, a really great game. And I mean, stay tuned for like an actual like written review for that in the future for something that's coming later on down the road.
You have a score?
Yeah.
By any chance, you give it right now, top of your head? I know you just finished it, so I know you're just still trying to settle in the final thoughts. What you just experienced. You got a score by any chance?
I mean, I'm gonna say 5 out of 5. Ooh. Like that's just me. Because again, like
out of 10 as well. 10 out of 10 still.
Yeah, out of 10. Yeah. Great. My rankings kind of differ. That's why I changed it to 5. But that's besides the point. That's a whole different other topic. 5 out of 5 for me. Definitely something I'm gonna replay in the future, especially when it gets DLC. Which this one's gonna get DLC. If Ghost of Tsushima got DLC, this one's gonna get like a whole new island probably and all that. And I'll probably end up replaying the game then, just to kind of experience the story again, and then like incorporate the DLC with that and see where things change or alter or anything. So yeah, I highly recommend if you have a PS5 to get it and get through it, go through it, and just enjoy Atsu's story. Because yeah, again, where it might be simple and bare bones, you can still relate to it, and it's just really good, man. It's still just a really, really good game. But that's my quick little 10-minute ish review on Ghost of Yotei. But that's pretty much all of my Otaku Parlor section. So Vash, what have you been sipping on for the past week in your own little parlor?
So what have I been on? The thing is, Chad, I have some poor news. I don't have much that I've been consuming for movies. Me and wifey were supposed to watch some movies together, but sadly we just didn't get the time to. We just I've been on the hype to watch one TV show, Ted Lasso. I want to finish Ted Lasso season 3, or season 2. The last 2 episodes I have to finish, and then watch season 3. So that's something I've been really on the eye for. When it comes to movies, I've been slacking. That's honestly, I've been lurking, like seeing one movie to kind of watch, because I need to watch like 20 more movies before the end of the year. Like I said, my goal is to watch 50 movies by the end of the year, and I need to watch 20 more of 2025, and then whatever 5 more for any of the year. So my goal is to do that, but I just haven't found the time. I don't know. Like, have you seen any movie that you've seen on the streaming site? You'd be like, I need to look into, like, is there one that you would recommend right now, or that you've seen out on streaming?
I did see, I mean, I know you're not big on the horror scene or anything. I did see Weapons is out streaming, so I do want to check that out, because I did hear some good things about that. There are a couple others, but again, I have the memory of Swiss cheese right now, so I don't really remember at the moment, but stay tuned for later on. You know what? Maybe later on I'll have some recommendations for you.
Yes, stay tuned for that, chat. We'll talk about that. So, like I said, for movies, don't got much. For TV shows, like we said, Stranger Things, we have for season 4 for episode 201 for Weebs Lounge to talk about for Stranger Things series of season 1 through 4. So stay tuned for that. I'm not going to review it. You might get a short form content, so stay tuned for that. By Wednesday or Thursday or Friday, you might get a short form content. Just give you my unfiltered, quick, rapid thoughts of top 5 characters of Stranger Things, and just quick thoughts of how the fuck has these people survived in Hawkins, and why have not more people have died in this fucking town.
Very carefully, that's how.
Yeah, who knows, more may die in this season, but stay tuned. However, I will say for gaming, I've done a bit more gaming. Prince of Persia, I played 2 more hours, so I feel like that's progress. 2 hours to something. It's not 5, not 10. I haven't finished the game, but it's 2 hours. So it's been a lot of fun. However, I've been playing more Fortnite and more Halo, so that's exciting. But you know what, chat? I'm going to tell you this. Stay tuned for next week, because I'm going to tell you something on episode 202 or 201 very briefly. Call of Duty comes out this Friday, so it's going to be exciting. We're going to have all the sweaties, all the Call of Duties, People are going to be playing that whole weekend. It comes out this Friday, November 14th. So stay tuned for that. I'm not sure if people on Game Pass or anything like that have like early access for the Thursday release, but I'm excited for the new game. I didn't play the beta, so I don't know how it's going to be. I've seen clips of the beta. I've seen thoughts about the beta, but I don't know how the game has progressed since then. So hopefully good stuff.
Yeah. Man, this man freaking playing. You could be playing Ghost of Yotei. Instead, you're going to be playing damn Call of Duty, I swear.
Hey, Call of Duty is fun. It's literally the perfect turn your brain off and play for a good hour or two of your friends at 2 in the morning until 4. And then you go to sleep. I feel like that's a perfect game to just turn off your brain. After you're doing podcasts or recording from 8 o'clock, watching SmackDown, and then you're doing the show, and then you're putting the audio feed, and then you're done work from 8 to 2 in the morning, and then you just want to play some shooters. Yo, perfect. Halo, COD, or Fortnite, or Apex are the perfect options for me. And those are the perfect turn off your brain and just go pa 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 pa, or pew 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 pew.
I do want to ask you though, how have you been enjoying this new season of Fortnite?
Simpsons.
Or have you not been enjoying it? Yeah.
It's been fun. It's just with the smaller map, it's like you land and then you gotta make sure you get a gun. You can square up. It's like, I don't know if I'm more stressed playing The Simpsons that's only 75 people in a small map, or to prefer playing Blitz, where it's a smaller map, but then smaller people, but then you come with a weapon or with an extra perk already. I'm enjoying Blitz, honestly. I'm gonna just speak it a buck. I mean, I enjoy Blitz because with Blitz, you go in there for 5 minutes or less tops. With Fortnite, you could survive within 2 to 5 minutes, or actually win the whole game with my squad. Because with my squad, we're able to survive, or sometimes we just we just get confronted by some sweaties, and they just start like, yo, y'all just got some crazy accuracy. Got it, you died, and you're number 2. And I'm like, yo, we could have had it, but sadly we just met with some sweaties, or people that are hiding their username because they're Fortnite streamers too.
Yeah, no, we had a bunch of sweaties last night. We were on last night we were doing trios for a bit because our 4th guy ended up having some dinner issues. I'll just leave it at that.
Cat, he could have called me in. He'd be like, yo, Vash can come through.
You guys were already busy. You guys were busy. Plus, I think you were muted anyway, so I'm just like, all right, well, he's not around. But
if it was from the 9 p.m. to 12, I was with wifey.
That's exactly why. Yeah. So, but it was a lot of fun. We got the donut down and started doing like the bug dance, because like one of my favorite things to do in the squad is just to be, because here's the thing, chat. I don't really lock in with Fortnite. That's my just like I don't give a shit kind of game.
You're not supposed to be fun. Nah. It's called Battle Royale. You're not gonna always win every round. You're not gonna win. The point is to have fun. Is to be on the adventure on the grand line.
Yeah, but man, it was a lot of fun last night because we met up again, a bunch of sweaties on there, but we did explore the map a bit, died a bunch, but there were a couple times where we were close. We were freaking close, but I swear these sweaties with their Ned Flanders skins.
Oh my god, it's always a Ned Flanders skins. It's always a Ned Flanders. Yeah. It's always that one or the Homer Simpson.
Did you see the stat? Because fun fact, you can actually, try to fight Ned Flanders, like the NPC in the game.
Yeah.
Did you see the stat of that NPC apparently has killed 33,000 players?
No, I have not. I did not know that. The one I've been finding the most is Krusty Krab. I believe it's Krusty.
Oh, Krusty the Clown?
Yeah, Krusty the Clown is the one I've been fighting the most. The one on top of a hill or some type of mountain, and then you once you defeat him, you get like a big chug and everything.
Yeah. We fought and beat Evil Homer, so there was that, and then we ran into WITCHRIV. And it's just like, no, I swear, I think she was part of the reason we didn't win that round, because it was us and another team, and she just appears out of nowhere and was just like, why is WITCHRIV here? Nobody tried to attack her. Nobody ran into her. She just started shooting us. It's just like, oh, great. Thank you for that. But nah. Okay, good. Yeah, this season's been a lot of fun.
Oh, it's been a lot of fun. I don't like, do I say also the guns? Like, I did like the Star Wars season because that one was unlimited ammo. That one was fun. You didn't have to stress about ammo not one time, so that was fun. But it makes sense because it's blasters, so it's a bit different. But with the Homer Simpson one, it's been fun. It sucks that it's a short season because it changes at the end of the month. I believe November 30th or December 1st. So the new season. The rumor is for the next one to be like, I believe the Bikini Bottom, I believe is the rumor for that one.
Yeah, I heard some rumors that SpongeBob's supposed to be coming to Fortnite. Stranger Things is actually supposed to be coming back for season 5, so make sure you finish season 4 before then, because who knows what spoilers they might have.
Exactly. That's why I'm trying to finish it within this week, so I could just be like, I am ready for season 5. Nothing can spoil me for the past 8-year show of current time, so I'm happy about that.
And also, one thing I saw too, a rumor going around, is so the Revive van, apparently in an update coming up or for this season, there's going to be a drivable Revive van.
I didn't hear that. I feel like no, I didn't know about that.
That was something that came out today. Like I saw some stuff about it today. I'm just like, there's what? Excuse me, Nani the frick? What?
I feel bad because 2 times me and Nate and it was Majin, I believe somebody else, we were doing good, all 4 of us, and we usually win. We usually win a battle royal 1 time out of the 6, 5 times, 8 times we played. That's a good thing. Sometimes we try to win 2 or 3, but sadly it don't happen always. 2 times I felt bad because it was myself and the 2 others died, and Nate had to survive on his own, not just once but twice back to back. And I love how the second day like, guys, it reminds me of something similar that just happened previously. All 3 of you died, me trying to survive, and I don't have your cards, but then he has to pay the revive van, which I didn't know that was a thing. That if you don't get the card because the fucking circle's closing, you can still pay off the van and buy it. And if you, no matter if you got full health, full shield, that circle will fucking murder your health no matter what. If you're not close to the close of the circle. So if you so far, you gotta speed that shit, find a car and survive. And if you're not the only one that's running, you find other people running, you're fucked, because that means you gotta kill them. If not, they're gonna kill you eventually until you get the circle. So damn, those 2 times have been stressful in those games, I will say. Those are the only times that got you stressed. Is when the circle's trying to get you, but then you see people and then you don't know if you should shoot them and kill them or wait until you meet them up later. Those are the times that have been confusing, I would say.
I usually try not to pursue anybody unless I know, oh my god, you're almost dead, or wait, why are you running? Why are you running from me? Come back here, I am the captain now. No, come back here. Why are you running? I mixed up a bunch of things there, but hey, that's whatever. So,
but hey, I think we have spoken enough at the Otaku Parlor because we already have caught up. We catch up to how we're doing at the bar. So now let's switch back to the lounge and get back into not our Otaku big news but central, our big news and but central. That's the segment. Big news. Because let's sit down in the lounge and hear what has happened in the latest media. Get ready to dive into the latest, hottest news and our split opinions and everything entertainment. For the first news of the big news is the sweaty news, and this is for our gaming section. So a big shout out to our sweaties out there. You got the name for this segment. So Whawkins, talk to us. Why are you laughing about this?
Oh man, well, that's mainly because you guys need to wear deodorant if you're going to be sweaty playing video games. But we got some video game news going on tonight. First and foremost, something that came out just the other day. GTA 6 got delayed yet again to Thursday, November 19th. And this came out from Rockstar. They were like, we are sorry for adding additional time to what we realize has been a long wait, but these extra months will allow us to finish the game with the level of polish you have come to expect and deserve. So I look at this because a lot of people, they'll meme, which yes, the memes are there. The memes should exist because Stranger Things is ending before GTA 6.
Yes, I believe even Dustin, the actor, also said a comment. I believe, how do you feel? But you said yeah, man, we shot Stranger Things, we filmed Stranger Things, and we're done Stranger Things before GTA 6.
Yeah, that's just crazy. And of course, other things have come and gone. Freaking MHA.
started
MHA
and ended.
started and ended. Both anime and manga started and ended before GTA 6. So that's putting into perspective and all that. But for me, I don't care. I mean, obviously I do care because, you know, I'm not going to be able to play the game for a whole another year, which sucks. I hope there's not another delay, which I wouldn't be shocked if it does get delayed to 2027.
Yeah, because we got the announcement earlier this year that was going to get announced in May of next year, but then we heard the push now. Look, I'm not stressed either. I don't even play these GTA games, but I've been part of the memes. I've been part of this journey, and I've been part of this era of GTA since the first one. However, if it actually comes out for next year November, is actually to me a smart tactician because it's November 19th, and it's the month before of GTA coming out before the Game Awards. So if they want to get Game Awards recognition and have people be the last game they play is GTA, most likely I would have recommend October, like during the Halloween month to come out, so it gives people a good 2 months to play this open world game that would take so long to kind of complete or to really have for the Game Awards. But interesting choice for November 19th. That's all I got for my comics because I don't play that much or care for it, but I know Whawkins. What else is your last up for?
It's probably more for like the business aspect of it. Like there's probably some sort of like quarterly earnings thing where it's just like, okay, yeah, it needs to release in November instead of like October. So it's like, okay, fine, cool, whatever. But yeah, I'm not too worried because again, like unlike Kingdom Hearts 4, we at least got an update trailer for GTA 6. So we know what it's supposed to look like. We know all this. You let them cook. That is what I'm saying. You know, if it's going to be looking, if it's going to be looking like the trailer, then take any more time you guys need, because that trailer alone was probably one of the best games I've ever seen, and that was just a trailer. So like, if that's going to be the whole game, take your time with it. Make sure it's going to be good on launch. You know, I mean, there's going to be some updates that it'll need to do. Obviously, like no game's perfect on launch. Let's be realistic here when it comes to video games.
Sorry, guys. I had a little straight call. By the way, so Cyberpunk, it's funny that they even commented on Rockstar saying on the tweet, saying, "Hey, you guys good?" Even themselves knowing that we know your position. We know that you guys have to do this. We know, but they are pointing fun of themselves, knowing that they push it like 3-4 times as well during the pandemic. Also knowing it was the pandemic, chat. You can't really blame them. Life, things happen, stocks, stuff like that. So at the end of the day, but it's just funny how they even tweeted at them in the blog like, "Hey, you good?"
Yeah. So I'm not too buzzed or bent over it. So come out when you're ready. However, and now we're gonna get to a funny bit of news. So you know that game Halo Infinite? You know, the game that was supposed to go on for like 10 years and all that stuff with like plenty of updates, keep Halo alive and all that. Yeah, barely 5 years into it, this latest update, Operation Infinite, is going to be the final update for Halo Infinite, and that's releasing on November 18th. This is funny. This is funny to me because like this is just like this team of Bungie or 343 Studios. Like, how is it that you promise a game that's going to be like updated for 10 years, like basically your new Destiny 2 and all that stuff? So barely 5 years later, it's like, okay, we're done.
340 Studio or 340 Industry Studio, I think is their name. The best of luck for you for the next 5 years, because it's going to be interesting. Because right now, you have a product that's called Halo Infinite that, like Whawkins said, that you're going to supposed to have lasted for the next, 5-10 years that you hype, promote it, and establish yourself. But then now you also announced a week ago that Halo, the first one, is getting a remaster edition to PlayStation and Xbox and PC, every fucking console worldwide. So now 343 is literally saying that, hey, you're going to get the last DLC or update on Halo Infinite. So it's like they're giving up on this project and going to start a new one next year. But it's going to be curious to see how's that going to go with PlayStation, because Game Pass gets Halo, like myself, included for free. So then like myself and many other people that has Game Pass don't pay for Halo. But now PlayStation is going to be paying for Halo how is it because of marketing? Is it because of Microsoft? So it's gonna be interesting that how's Microsoft and 343 gonna be worrying about this transaction when it comes to next year Halo 1 relaunch remastered edition for all consoles and products of PC and everything on Steam. But then with 343 not having Halo Infinite because they also had their last Champion League, I believe, as well, like 2-3 weeks ago. So it shows that they're kind of slowly dying off with Halo Infinite and moving on. So I'm curious to see what's their next project. Is this Halo 1 edition that they're doing next year gonna be their new relaunch of Halo Infinite Online as well, or is that just gonna be like story mode, or are they gonna launch another thing on the side with that? So they haven't yet announced too much with information. So I'm really curious to see how's that going, because I just got to the Halo Infinite party this year. So it's crazy how I started this year, and I might be ending off by the end of this year or next year, first or second quarter. So good luck to them. That's my overall comment on that.
Vash, way to be the nail in their coffin. How dare you?
Damn.
It's all your fault. But
I think love and peace.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess Love and Peace involves destroying Halo Infinite, but I'm glad you brought up the Halo campaign game coming out, because I know a lot of people are bitching and moaning about the fact that there's no multiplayer in it.
Yeah.
Which I'm sitting here, as the person who, I don't normally play multiplayer games. Again, most of my online multiplayer games are Fortnite, maybe a kart game or something. I'm not a big multiplayer person. So for me, I don't really care at all. And plus, like, with them just being like, yeah, this is just a campaign. Here's my other thing too. If they're just remaking the campaign, fine, great. That's the game then. Why do you need multiplayer for that then? Like, if they're just doing like the first game and eventually the second and third game, what more are they going to do to expand on their multiplayer that wasn't in the first one? I don't know. To me, it's just like, let them make just like a multiplayer only game. Oh, wait, that was supposed to be Halo Infinite. Anyways, it's just like, I'm just sitting here like, again, and this is probably just more of a me bias kind of thing. I'm just like, I don't care that there's not going to be any multiplayer. It doesn't really matter to me, because again, like they're doing a game for the campaign. That's it. Screw your multiplayer right now.
And also, chat, we have the Master Chief Edition on Game Pass or on the Microsoft Store that you could play Halo 1, 2, and 3, and 4 in storyline or release order. So them having a remastered edition, I honestly don't see the point, because they technically already did that back in 2018 for Halo 1 already, even the game came out in 2000. So they're technically doing The Last of Us Part 1, Part 2 remaster, what PlayStation did. They're just taking a copy and notes of what PlayStation did with that and trying to resell them with Halo 1 with much better graphics, even though the Master Chief Edition already kind of has that. So like, tomato, right?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Plus, if you guys want to see us, play the campaign, let us know.
Yeah,
I don't mind.
I would love to
on some campaign.
I would love to do the Halo campaign multiplayer online. That's a fact. I would love to do that. I've only played Halo 1 and 2. Have not played 3 and 4, but I know that 3 is technically the storyline order, and then you do 1 and 2, and then 4. It gets a bit confusing, but I can't wait to one day do that. But let us know if you guys want that in the comment section down below for a little lounge time, for a little gaming time, like you would do back in the days at the LAN party. So hey, I would love to do that. Let us know. I will get myself, Whawkins, Nate, and maybe Maju. We could do the content, but let us know, chat. Because I know, Whawkins, you're excited about this, right? Pokemon.
Oh, yeah. So we got a trailer for this Pokemon DLC coming out in December. A lot of stuff coming from it. So, like, you get some new megas and all that. You get this quote-unquote new area. Now, here's the thing. Okay, because obvious... I don't want to say nitpicks, because there are like some issues with this. So the DLC is basically going to be like one of those roguelike type of games. So like kind of like what Valhalla for God of War Ragnarok was. I think Hades is also like a roguelike. Please tell me if I'm getting that term mixed up, by the way. I'm pretty sure it's known as roguelike, but
I believe so.
Yeah, so like okay, so like you basically enter these areas. There's Pokemon that are over 100, like level 100.
Ooh,
so
wow.
like, Yes, yes. So like you fight them and all that. But like, here's the thing: you're only in this area for like a certain amount of time. Cool, neat, awesome, fantastic. But the area is just the city, but white. So like, I guess. If for people who've watched Bleach, especially the 1,000-Year Blood War, if you guys know like the new area that they're in, like the castle of the Quincy's and all that, it's basically just like these white buildings that they put over the Soul Society. That's basically what happens here. They just dumped a whole big white paint bucket all over Lumio City, and it's just like, here's your new map. It's just like, okay, past Pokemon DLCs had like new areas. Yeah, you had new Pokemon and all that stuff, but like, really, Game Freak, this is your first DLC, and it's weird because it's really like, why wasn't this just in the base game? If this is just the thing, but that just gets the whole.
The way I see it, if anybody also saw Invincible of Cecil, when he does his power of kind of when he's in the office of government, when everything's white around him because not everyone wants to or should see what they're supposed to see in the government. That's what I kind of see it as, is that you're not supposed to see it. So it's like a kind of like a white gloss of paint is what I can imagine it. Or see the reference as.
I mean, I could see that. Yeah. So I mean, it's gonna be $30 too. So there's that as well. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how good it is. I mean, I'll get it anyways because I'm a shill. I'll get Pokemon game anyways, but you know, it'll be something. It'll be something.
Chat, I will get it within the next 5 years, maybe.
Yeah,
2 years, or maybe sponsored by Nintendo, and I can play the Pokemon game because I have no issues by then. But hey, until that time, until that energy comes for Pokemon, or your Game Freak to sponsor us, because we love Pokemon, but we just don't get the funds and the tax write-off to do this all the time. We have one thing to reveal. It is the JJK Execution premiere in Japan. Is 88 minutes runtime and coming to America next month, December 5th. Who will be watching and who won't be watching? I will be the person who won't be watching this because I'll be rewatching season 1 and 2 in December to lead off for season 3, and I'll be finishing the manga of the Calling games as well, so I could just catch up to what season 3 will be adapting of that season. So I can't wait, but I will not be watching this 88-minute execution version of the Calling games first 2 episodes with a recap of the Shibuya arc.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for the season to come out. I'm not gonna spend 88 minutes watching a movie that's gonna roughly vaguely recap the Shibuya incident. Which, how are you gonna do that on top of doing like what, the first 3 episodes of the season?
So, if you think about it, 88 minutes. Let's take out 40 minutes roughly, or roughly for 2 episodes. So that means we have 44 minutes of recap at least for the Shibuya arc, because the last 40 minutes has to be at least 2 episodes at least. If it's 3 episodes, that means we should take up 60 minutes of 88. That means we're having 28 minutes of recap of Shibuya arc. How is that possible when so much happened in that one arc of Shibuya?
That's insane. That's ridiculous. How are you gonna do that? Like that's literally like barely over an episode.
Yeah,
barely.
How you can't. So I'm really curious if for those that do watch it, please let us know in the comment section if you did watch it, or if I somehow have the funds or want to be like, hey, I should check this out so I can review it. Who knows? Time will tell. But you know what I can tell you, chat, for another time is for our last segment of our Big News Buzz Central, and that was our Weebs News. Yes, now evolved from our anime manga from our anime lady of JJK to the Weebs News of movies, TV, and anything media related. So we're going to talk about a few things that have come into announcement. We have Gremlins 3 officially in the works, releasing November 19th, a year after GTA. Will GTA still come out on November 19th, 2026? So a year later, Gremlins 3 will come out on 2027, November 19th? Or would it get pushed? Which ones will you bet more, Whawkins? Will Gremlins 3 come out, or would it get pushed? Or will GTA come out and still be released on that date?
I mean, even though GTA 6 might still get another delay, it'll at least still be 2027. We might still get GTA 6 before Gremlins 3. But imagine Well, you know what? We'll cut to like a year from now. You know, remember this, future Vash and future Whawkins. A year from now, take this exact clip and be like, "Hey, guess what came out first? Gremlins 3." I don't know, man. It kind of has to be GTA 6, but time will tell. I'm just glad that there's going to be a Gremlins 3. Like, the first one is some good horror, a little bit. I mean, it's kind of cheesy too in a lot of aspects, but it is a good like horror type movie.
Oh, definitely is. It kind of reminds me.
The second one's more like a Looney Tunes movie, but
I don't recall seeing the Gremlins 2. That's what I was telling walking down the scenes. I did see Gremlins 1. I really enjoyed Gremlins 1 as a kid and everything. Gremlins reminded me of anybody remember seeing the show Toy Soldier. If you know, you know. Sorry, not the show. The movie of the toy soldiers, of them having their own lives and everything. And I believe that did that involve the Gremlins, or was that a different movie on its own?
Oh, are you thinking of Small Soldiers with
Small
like
Soldiers,
the
yes.
Oh, what were they called again? The
G.I. Joe,
Gorgonites.
the Gorgonites, or the G.I. Joes. Like,
I am Archer, the leader of the Gorgonites.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you had like the army people. It's like, oh man, I need to rewatch Small
Flashback
Soldiers.
to the past, right? Yeah, it was
Oh
so
my God.
good.
No.
I remember one of them was saying bye to the soldier because they was on the boat or something, and said, "Good luck, soldier. May you rest in peace," or some shit like that.
No, they buried him because like the one kid like put the one soldier like into the garbage disposal, and he turned on the garbage disposal. No, okay. Side little tangent here, real quick with Small Soldiers. So I saw that movie in theaters, mind you, and I was not 13 years old at the time because I mean, movies rated PG-13. This is like a 90s, early 2000s PG-13, so yeah, it was PG-13. I remember convincing my parents to have me go see the movie, and I'll never forget the line I used. I literally went to my mom. I was just like, "Hey, Mom, can I go see this movie? Oh, it's rated PG-13." I'm like, "But Mom, it's like Toy Story, but they know that they're alive."
Oh shit, that's the opposite of what you told her. Shit, part of the shit like, this ain't Toy Soldier. This ain't nothing like Toy Stories.
I'm just like, all right, yep, let's go see this movie. And we did, and I even got the toys too. Like I had an Archer growing up. I had the crazy guy, I forgot his name or whatever. Like I had the lieutenant guy, the one guy that like got into the garbage disposal, man. Oh my God, that's taking me back right now. I wonder, I might still have those toys somewhere. They might be in a box.
Yeah.
Stand by. I might search for those this week or this weekend.
I'm staring at the poster right now of Small Soldiers. I'm seeing the dude Archer. Yeah, I'm seeing Archer, the replica. I remember him like
fun fact,
like being like a saber tooth.
A fun fact, and people can fact check me if I'm wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. I think this was Kirsten Dunst's first movie as well, because she starred in this movie as well. Like she was like the main female lead in it, but
yes, she was. I'm sorry,
don't fully quote me on that being her first movie, but it was definitely one of her like very early movies.
Wow. And this was back in, where was this? 1998. This was 2 years after I was born already.
I was 7 turning 8.
Wow. Lies as parent as a 7-year-old. Like, yeah, parents, I'm gonna lie straight to your face.
Yeah. It's like Toy Story, but the toys, like the people know that they're alive.
But crazy with this transition. What did you expect? The black or the white version of Michael Jackson, a biopic being released in 2026 of April 2024. How did you feel about this biopic trailer?
The trailer looks good. I'll probably still see this because I think this is the one that's like 2 parts, if I remember correctly.
I don't recall that.
Yeah. I remember hearing something about like a 2-part Michael Jackson biopic, or maybe I'm thinking something else. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I'll still go watch it and all that. So see how it goes. But yeah, I mean, coming out in April, that's coming up. I mean, because time is a construct of human perception.
I will say the great thing about this being like this also is a nephew of Michael Jackson that's doing like the role. of Michael Jackson. So just putting the heart. This person has been training for 2 years to be like the role of Michael Jackson, of the dancing, the Smooth Criminal, the Rose, the music that we're gonna see. So I'm really excited about this. I haven't seen many biopics in the past couple of years, like the one that The Rock did with Smashing Machine, Elvis Presley, and a few others. I haven't seen them. Like also what was Compton, South Compton, or
yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Compton
or was it Hampton? No, I think it was
Straight Outta Compton.
It was Compton.
Straight Outta Compton.
That's it.
The one.
Yep.
So I
remember because straight out of memes were coming out.
Yes, it was. I haven't seen this
straight
one,
out of
but
Konoha.
I do really want to check it out, because also a big shout out to the guy that does his own father, O'Shea Jackson Jr., who does Ice Cube. So it kind of works. You can play your father. It's easy. Big shout out to him because he also does No Wrestling Podcast on his own channel and everything like that. So try to give a shout out to him. I haven't seen the movie of many biopics. I do need to. I know that I need to get that out of my resume to, actually make the time to check some cool biopics. Not all of them are true.
Yeah.
Or sorry, chat. Not all of them are to the facts and details of said people. They're just with a grace of, hey, it's not all that bad. Let's just see the good a bit. If you know with a few biopics I'm talking about, you know.
Yeah, they like to focus on the good. They'll hint at the bad, but they never go deep
full
into
frontal,
yeah. Which, I mean, fine. I guess got to protect the children somehow.
Yeah, gotta hide the things. If you guys want to know a bit more, you could search up online. Like, one thing I'm very happy to tell you guys, even though Disney has skyrocketed their yearly membership for you to be a member of what's going on, and what's the hype of going from a $60 membership on a yearly maybe to $120. Crazy
Yeah,
surcharge price. But the best thing out of this news, I can tell you, chat, is Percy Jackson Season 2 releasing on December 10th. That's what I'm looking forward to for the month of December. Not Fallout Season 2. I'm definitely looking forward to Percy Jackson Season 2. I'm excited for this, and to see our boy Edge, the rated R superstar, Adam Copeland, returning as, not Ares, right? Is it Ares? Wait, it is Ares, not Hades. It is Ares, God of War. He is a God of War. Hades, Ares. So I can't wait to see that. Yeah. And the story get more, because we're going to see the son of Neptune as well. We're going to see that more story. If you have read the Percy Jackson books, you will see some things have been revealed within the trailer. We're going to see a few people may die or live. It's going to be curious to see what's going to be happening within the story. So I'm excited for Percy Jackson. If you guys are a fan of Percy Jackson, the story, and see where the Norse mythology is going to continue, I'm here for it. Are you here for it? Let me know in the comment section below, because I'm excited. I know, Whawkins, you're not excited for it because you haven't even touched it or watched it.
Yeah, I mean, I watched I think it was the first 2 episodes, and I had some sort of issue with it, but I can't really remember what it was. There was some reason I stopped watching it. I'm just I'm not into this. It's hey, this is cool. Maybe it was just I couldn't get into it because maybe the character was just too young for me.
Probably,
and I'm just I can't really connect with them.
I would say it's a slow build on that show. Season 1. I would say season 2 would be better. But at the end of the day, if you're not interested within the first season, I'm not sure if you could just jump on season 2. You could I would say, if you want to watch it, watch the first 2 episodes and then watch the last 3, because you don't need to watch the middle, because the middle is just them going on a journey and learning lessons about the journey, and then they resolve that journey on the last 2 or 3 episodes. So if you want to literally jump in, you can watch the first 1 or 2, and then last 2 or 3, then you're good. Then jump on season 2. That's my opinion.
We'll see. We'll see when that comes around. But you know what is coming around? Just around the corner in 4 years. We got K-pop Demon Hunters 2, apparently coming out in 2029. Vash, how excited are you for not only another sequel, another great movie, but hopefully another immaculate soundtrack.
Oh, I know we are. And congrats again. Congrats also to them being nominated to the Grammys as well. I know we don't have this on the full conversation, but the Grammys, I haven't checked everyone's music right now, so we can't really add that when we're gonna be like doing what we did for what was the awards that we just spoke about a couple weeks ago?
There's like the Game Awards. There's like the Oscars.
No, it was the TV one. The TV one. I forgot the TV one.
Emmys.
Emmys.
I guess?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like Chad during the Emmys, we glazed over it. We looked through it. We skipped through. We just didn't give too much during it. So we're not gonna do that for the music or the Grammys nominations. But we are gonna mention that they nominated for Golden. I believe 9 times was nominated for the Grammys. I believe was on my news reports that it was 9 times.
Something.
That's on my head.
Yeah, they're on there a lot. But I actually have beef with the Grammys this year because I don't know if you saw their list for video game music.
No, I didn't.
It's dumb. It's really dumb. Like while you look it up, if you are, I'm just gonna flat out say it. The fact that Expedition 33 is not on there for crazy. Music, yeah, that's dumb. That is borderline just stupid. Like you really gotta just question yourself. Like, do they even play games? They literally have Indiana Jones in there nominated for the Grammys.
Oh, they have Helldivers too? What? They have Avatar Frontiers
like,
and Pandora, Star Wars Outlaw, and Sword of the Sea?
Yeah, like what? What? This is as stupid as that one guy who was just like, "Oh, make sure you guys nominate Arc Raiders for Game of the Year." It's just like, no, go over there with your multiplayer bullshit.
Music. I haven't even played the game, and I have the soundtrack saving my fucking playlist.
Yeah. Like
that's insane.
The fact that game, So Grammys, you and I got beef right now.
However, on the side of the Grammys, we, like I said earlier, K-pop Demon Hunters 2 coming out in 2029. Look, chat, they didn't expect to have this type of momentum, this type of wave for K-pop Demon Hunters. Netflix didn't even know this. Sony didn't even know this. Sony bit themselves in the ass when they sold this to Netflix, and Netflix literally had this movie from the start of the release until the end of August and still going on 14 weeks strong, being the top 5 or top 1 of best movie and the sing-along version too. They even released it in theater, not just once, twice. Once in theater in August and the second time during Halloween. Why? Just because they said, hey, people might go to theaters during Halloween to sing K-pop Demon Hunters, and it still made money.
Well, another thing to think about too. It not only had a collab with Fortnite during Halloween, it's having another one in a couple weeks.
Wow, look at that!
Like in December.
Look at that!
Yeah, like
they come in for the re-round. They say round 2. Yeah. You wanted us round 1.
Early.
We're coming back
that early. Like you don't get most of that stuff for like another couple like months after something. Like for example, I think the Dragon Ball one, like their second wave didn't happen for like another year and a half. I think. Like,
so it shows the high demand for K-pop Demon Hunters. And look, chat audience, I get it. You're upset that's taking 4 years. The movie just came out in 2025, 2029. Guess what? Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse still going in the process. We're supposed to get it this year. We're supposed to get Blade this year. Things get pushed. Things happen. Studios want to fuck up and not give us Blade, not Muhammad Ali. We're not gonna get these characters. Our guy Wesley Snipes might play Blade again. Who knows? But K-pop Demon Hunters, animation takes long, chat. And even the actors that were the voice actors and the singers, they also said during some interviews, even with Christian Harloff interview, they said that they were not greenlit or licensed or approached yet for the movie of the sequel. So for them to even say that out loud, that, hey, we didn't even get announced or even get told for a sequel yet. We don't even have a contract for that yet. So they just got the green lit approval for contract just now over the past week. Now they're working on the songs. They're working on the lyrics. They're working on the next project, the storyline. Are they gonna go international, or can they stay more in Korea? Depends on where it can go. We also might get more. This whole type of fandom might make this even a whole damn universe. It's possible, chat. Honestly, when you have a fandom behind it, you could literally succeed and do anything.
Yep, agreed.
So with that being said, I know I'm excited for K-pop Demon Hunters. I know we're excited for GTA, but if you guys excited for the other thing we have right in my background, are you excited for the non-secretive, the non-hidden announcement of Zolo Moriduena cast as Portgas, the Ace in the live action, and we also have Cole Escola cast as Bon Clay as Mr. Till from the live action One Piece. And I'm excited about this because this is one of the non-type of secretive that people have been pursuing for the past 2 years for him to play Ace. We also had a fan that wanted to play Ace, that people he cosplayed as Ace and everything. Yes, I just want to point this out because this cosplayer was mad, upset that he didn't get the role. And understand that you've been vouching, you've been rooting, you've been cosplaying as Ace for the past year and some change, and you've been asking for the fandom to root for you. But you have to understand that TikTokers and IG, no matter what, content creators at the end of the day, if you don't have a portfolio, if you don't know how to act and say the lines and be on set for 12 hours and actually pursue this as a career, there's a difference. He has played Blue Beetle like it does. For anybody that you by any chance have forgotten, he has played Blue Beetle. He has the experience as an actor, and I'm happy for him that he has gone from Cobra Kai, I believe, that he has also done as well, to now Blue Beetle, to now Portgas the Ace, and I can't wait for him to be eating some donuts in the future. If you know, you know.
Why would you say that about the poor boy? Yeah, I'm excited for him. I just hope he's done enough ab workouts to justify being shirtless or having like an open shirt.
I remember he tweeted that.
Yep.
He tweeted saying, "Hey, does Ace ever wear a shirt?" We're like, nope.
Nope.
Maybe the flashback.
Yeah, again, if he does, it's an open shirt.
Yeah.
So yeah, have them abs like, charcoaled or chiseled, if you will. And with Cole Escola cast as Bon Clay, good on him. I don't know his work or anything. And if I do, I'm blanking on it because, again, Swiss cheese memory. But I mean, fine, cool, great. I'm looking forward to him. I'm surprised he's not gonna be in season 2, I guess, because I thought he had appeared like on Little Garden and confronted Mr. 3.
No, from what I remember, I don't think so. I think what I remember, the first introduction is that they called or spoke to each other on the call. But I know that the first introduction is that Luffy meets Bon Clay on the boat. Remember?
Yeah.
That's what they mean on the boat.
Yeah, because they're going into Alabasta and all that. But I could have sworn he made an appearance. Maybe that was an anime only thing.
Yeah, but that's anime. Hey,
I'd have to go back.
Live action could have crocodile version on the live action when Goldie Roger gets cut down, but they're not gonna invite him for Mr. 2 in the appearance, or maybe they're not telling us that. Maybe we find out when the live action shows season 2 and we actually see him on the last episode. Maybe it gets revealed, or maybe they add that. Who knows? But I do agree. Congrats on Cole as well. I don't know much of his work, but I know he's part of the community. He looks good for the role. So hopefully you excel in his role of Bon Clay and everything that comes with the baggage, because I know it's not easy to deal with when it comes to Bon Clay and the character. So hopefully you succeed and you say Nakama like it does, and maybe we might reach in the live action a Von Cuff and Bon Clay. Who knows?
Oh, that'd be sick if we got to Impel Down. I would love to be at Impel Down. That would be great.
That'd be interesting. That would be interesting. How are you gonna animate the poison as well? Like, that'd be interesting.
Yeah. Hopefully the effects not that the effects have been bad.
Hey,
for One Piece live action,
you can get James Cameron. Actually, James Cameron, he knows how to do water so good that makes it believable. So just get him out of the avatar and get him like, yo, my guy, come to a better series that's called One Piece. That's a guy named called Goda instead of Avatar, the piece of shit of water. So instead of checking that out, check out the One Piece and maybe help us out to get the animation of the fluidity much better.
James Cameron's too busy with fire right now.
Maybe
for his next Avatar movie.
Maybe you gotta.
They're literally finding the next, literally the next Avatar. Think about it. They did wind in the first one, like air, for example. Water was the second one. Fire's this third one.
And
they're going to do Earth for that fourth one.
Yeah.
Avatar state. Yeah. I turn extra blue.
That would be hilarious. But yeah, our last news for our Weebs news is to tell you one sad possibility, and I want to talk Whawkins first because he is actually a fan of this and actually buys more of them than me. I have like 4 or 3 or maybe some type of other material that's like it, and I know that he made a tweet about it saying that, hey, maybe I could buy stuff that's probably not plastic and actually much better material. Who knows? But Whawkins, talk to us.
Oh boys. Oh boys. So Funko admitted, and this was back on the 8th, so yesterday, literally yesterday, as time of recording this, Funko just admitted it might not survive another year. Sales are down 14%, debt is piling up, and the company says there's substantial doubt it can keep operating. Now, here's the thing with Funko. They're one of the things that keeps GameStop afloat. Like they're one of the biggest collectibles for GameStop. So there's that caveat right there. And I mean, Vash says, I do have a good Funko Pop collection. That was also from a time long past. The last Funko Pop I actually bought, I did buy one this year. But, I haven't really bought many in the past like 3 years. But I did buy a Luffy Gear 5 one this year because I saw it in my GameStop and I was just like, okay, you know what? This is kind of fate. I need it. I need it.
I need you here.
It's still in his box over there. Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, kind of makes sense because I feel like the Funko Pop craze is kind of dying down anyways. And I mean, as great as it is, like, I mean, they just came out with a new series of like Has-Been Hotel ones, and I'm sure there were some K-pop Demon Hunter ones.
Yes, there were. But I couldn't grab. Yeah. They were during New York Comic Con, I believe, as well.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think the craze is just dying down because I think it was more. Yeah, that's just what happens with like these collectible things. Like it was kind of bigger during COVID, I think, because everybody was collecting stuff and all that. Yeah. But yeah, now that the world's kind of like evening out, plus like things are just getting way too expensive, so it's kind of hard to really buy something like a Funko Pop anymore.
I remember when people used to collect Bionicles. That's why when I was a collector, Bionicles. Oh, yeah. That was me, chat. I have a whole collection of Bionicles. Once those started to die down and everything, I'm like, cool. Funko Pop, I was not part of that train. I was never part of that train until I pick and select few. Like I have a Nami, One Piece Gear 5. I have a Funko Pop-esque. That's not Funko Pop, but it's kind of like the style, but it's more like you have a, like the Gear 5 Luffy. So it's kind of like the same size.
Are those the Toons things or like the U2s or whatever?
Yes, but this is not from Funko Pop. This is from...
Nah, that's something else. Oh, that's that skeleton thing.
Yeah.
I remember you sending me this.
Yeah, the whole skeleton thing that I show you, like the undead part.
Yeah,
this was
those are cool.
With Mighty Jacks.
That's actually a cool concept.
Exactly, yeah. Mighty Jacks. A big shout out to them, not a sponsor, but this was a concept that they did, like the whole One Piece and everything. But you have undead version of them, so that was really awesome. That I would say.
I have too many Funko Pops. Like the last time I counted, and again, this was like a few years ago. So before life decided to screw over and all that, I had like a good 130 between me and the person I was with. So
wait, 130?
Yeah, we oh my god, dude, we were like getting 1 or 2 a week at a point. Yeah, we were getting a lot of them.
Me and my wife, we don't like. We look at Funko Pops, we judge them, and then we decide: do we want? Do we need? Is it something that's unique? That's how we decide. Like when we come to Funko, like for example, my wife wants the Hello Kitty one, that's like the limited edition one, and like it's like unique, and that one's like $200 for one, but it's like it's like the number one, like the premium edition type of Hello Kitty one. I'm gonna get that one day, but since Funko Pop might go down the sales, maybe it might drop from 200 to 100 or 120. Then maybe I'll be like, swipe card instead of going like 253. I'm like, no, decline.
Yeah, there were some that I did want like a full collection on. Like I do have all the Straw Hats. I have the main 4 characters from Demon Slayer. I have the main 5 from like Yu Yu Hakusho. And some others, just scattered here and there. But like there were some collections like I wanted just the actual collection of them. And I think I tried to get all the Phantom Thieves, but I think when I was getting around to getting the others, that was when I kind of moved out and all that other stuff happened. So I didn't get a chance to get all the Phantom Thieves from Persona 5. But yeah, I mean, again, interesting collectibles, but it kind of had a shelf life too, just like any other collectible does.
I wonder what will be the next wave. What will be the next addiction of collectibles? I wonder what would be, because we know Labubu had their phase, still kind of is there.
Labubu.
Yeah, Labubu. We gotta get the Labubu.
Wait, hold on. Where's my Labubu? My Labubu is over there. I can't reach her.
I'm about to say my version of Labubu is right here. My little Sasuke.
Yeah, my Hinata's over there. Maybe I'll move her over here with the peanut gallery I have.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
But hey, Chad, that is the end of our segment of Big News Buck Central of Big News Morgan. But half the last segment to end of our show is AniMa W3 Spotlight, or AniMa W3 Recommendation. Let me know which one you like, Chat, because I'm still being undecisive of which one is AniMa W3 Spotlight or AniMa W3 Recommendation. This is the segment to end of our show to talk about a recommendation that myself or Whawkins or any other co-host that will be giving you guys a recommendation of said week. Since I'll be going for this week, Whawkins will probably go next week, and I have one for you guys. It's called Manga WITCHRIV. Right now out officially 3 chapters. And here's the bio. I'll read it off from AniList. So if you guys want to check it out, which with an R-I-V at the end, no space together. A girl named Nona lives in a plain sight among humans, hiding her true identity as a mage as she spends her days in a peace with her best friend Lovey. But one day, no use magic to fix Lovey glasses, and subsequently catches the attention of the Bureau of Magic surveillance. A simple good deed becomes a trigger that sets Nona's destiny in motion. What's that destiny? We'll find out, because so far only 3 chapters on Jump Plus. And it comes out every week on Wednesday at 10 a.m. EST. So I just started reading that because, hey, we have the Shonen Ronin series coming out in January of 2026. So I want to get into my manga, see new series, see what can I read, see what's new, and WITCHRIV is a new one with the MC being a girl in a witch type of fantasy world. But now is, who do you trust? Who can you betray? And at the end, it's a survival of the fittest, because at the end of the day, they're hunting witches. That means at the end of the day, you gotta kill or be killed. And that's the type of concept I like, because technically, a few characters died in the first 3 chapters, and I didn't expect that type of gunshot, one kill, close encounter type of vibe. So if you like that type of fantasy world, the MC being a girl, and you like the bio that I read, I do recommend it as your Wednesday read. Right now, the 4th chapter is coming out, so I do recommend it. If you want a weekly series to check out on Jump Plus, go check it out on mangaplus.com or on the app or wherever you go on the high seas. But Whawkins, have any quick one sentence, one word to say about the series as well for recommendation?
Yeah, I mean, I'll co-sign on that too. Just within 3 chapters, even just with chapter 1, it was a really good start. Like very solid start chapter 3 was very long, but like kind of in a good way too, because like there was a lot of moments where I'm just like, oh, this is gonna be the end of the chapter. Oh wait, we're still going. Oh,
Exactly,
we're still going. Oh wait, we're still going. Oh, okay, great, fine. Yeah, highly recommend this one. I think this one's gonna be one that we're going to cover with Shonen Ronin.
Yes.
I think,
Might
and if
possibly.
not, that I'm gonna throw it onto the list because yes, yes, it's good. So.
And also,
Yeah,
I want to say
I mean,
that this
yeah.
was a series that was originally a one shot that became also serialized. So congratulations for the mangaka to go from a one shot to a series, and also this being their third or fourth work or fifth work from what I could tell from going through the analysts. So congrats to the mangaka of Hakuri. Congratulations for the new series, and I'll be reading. So stay tuned, chat. Hopefully you guys enjoy this recommendation or spotlight for this week. And now we end off our show for the Weebs Lounge episode 200. Whawkins, talk to me. How do you feel about this new addition for our show?
You know what? I'm liking this. I think we've got a good lineup here, you know, and I mean we spent some time earlier in the episode chat or comments. Anyways, who's listening or watching. You know, we spent some time. Yeah, you weepsters out there. Yeah, we spent some time earlier in the episode to just kind of not only reflect on the past of anime lately, but just to reassure you guys, like, hey, you know what? Still gonna be the same concept of the show. It's just like we're trying to be more inclusive to what we're actually talking about on this show. So just being more upfront with what we're doing here, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to where we can go from here. Cause hey, like they said in Sing, when you reach rock bottom, you can only go up from there. And you know, where we didn't reach rock bottom, hey, the only direction we can go is up, and that's where we decide to go. So yeah, just stay tuned for future episodes. Let us know if you guys want any special guests again, and also just like if you want anything else from us too, you know, just let us know. You know where to find us, or if you don't, Vash is gonna let you know soon, because I don't do the plugs around here, because when I do them it sucks donkey poo, and I don't like to do them.
Great at that, chat. He's lying to himself. He is being tomato. But like he said, we are the Weebs Lounge. Stranger Things next week, episode 201. This was a good rundown. I felt like we have much mover. Anime lately is not forgotten, but it has evolved. Never. We're going onward and we're going upward. Like the song from Golden, we're only going up, up, up. And guys, I don't have a music beat, so don't judge me. I'd rather have somebody that could have a better beat with it, that could say the line, that could say the beat. Man, now I'm gonna be listening to Golden. You see, chat? Record's perfect. And don't forget, chat, if you want also Weebsters, let us know in that comment section below of what you thought about the show, about the self, any feedback about the show that we have done, your favorite moments of the past 200 episodes. You've been here with us this long. And additionally, don't forget, we have in our Stranger Things, our Thanksgiving and Christmas episode at the end of the month for 202 and 203. And then we're having for December our best TV show, best game, best movie of the year, and best anime for 2025 with the Off the Bench team. So stay tuned for that, chat. We appreciate you for checking us out. And as always, thank you for joining us tonight, taking the time to listen in. This was the Anime League podcast presented by AniMa W3 Studio, but we have evolved to the Weebs Lounge, episode 200. We have a big shout out to our production team, Vash and Whawkins, and our co-hosts. Special thanks to our producers. And don't forget to follow the socials of the brand AniMa W3 Studio. Weebs of the Ring down below, of all the links down below. In the Discord community, join the Weebsters and become a Weebster. Lastly, share, like, and most importantly, give any feedback and what you thought of this episode. You guys are what make the show and help us succeed. On behalf of everyone, AniMa W3 Studio team, we thank you for joining us on this newest Weebs Lounge episode. We see you later. Take care. And this podcast was not recorded by a live studio audience. We see you on the next one, chat. Stay tuned for episode 201. Let's get upside down. And go eat some waffles with some cheese and some chicken tenders on top.
Oh my God. I thought that died. That should have done. No.